Three, two, one. Hello! Hello everybody! Welcome back to the stream. Hi. I hope everyone is having a good day. I am actually having a good day. I've been very tired this entire week, basically. I've been very sleepy. And today I came home from work and I just collapsed into bed. And I slept, had a nap. I didn't think I slept. Like, I woke up and I thought, like, wow, I don't think any time has passed. But then I started, you know, feeling it. Felt having slept. And I looked at the time and I'd been sleeping for like an hour or two. And it was really nice. It was actually lovely to just be asleep for a bit. Usually I don't like taking naps because I don't sleep very well the night after I do that, so we'll see what happens when I go to bed tonight. But I'm feeling, I wouldn't exactly say well rested, but I'm feeling more well rested than I was last time I streamed a few days ago. Last time I streamed we were playing Tunic, so I'm having a lot of fun with that game, but it is also putting a bit of a strain on my fingers. Just because it's like, there's a lot of diagonal running in that game. And that means you have to hold two keyboard keys down at once. I don't own a controller, so it's literally only keyboard and mouse for me. And when I try to use keyboard and mouse for that game, it works okay, but it strains my fingers after a while. I also think I need a new keyboard. Like, this one is getting a little old. I'm using like this very cheap like membrane keyboard. And it works fine, it's good, but it's like it gets worn out, especially like the keys I use a lot, so the WASD keys. They get very worn out, and as a result of that, they get like a little harder to press. I think they're a little like, they feel kind of slow to press. I don't really like the idea of having a mechanical keyboard just because of how loud they are. The ones that I've tried, and I don't really like the feeling of this. This one is like, I'm gonna get a similar one when I get a new one. It's like, it's just the most basic keyboard you can imagine. And it's just like Logitech, like super cheap keyboard. Yeah, but it works fine. For a while. Until it gets worn out. This one is about 2 years old now, I think. Yeah. Today we're not playing Tunic. Water. Today we're playing Dead Space. I had a really good time streaming this game last week, but it was struggling a little bit to run, or my computer was struggling a little bit to run it. I am hoping it's going to be better today. I know that sometimes when you change graphics settings in this game, you have to like delete some cache files to get the change to actually work, so I've deleted those. Hopefully that should help. That should make it run better. I'm also hoping that they're gonna release like more patches just to improve the performance, but there hasn't been any word on that in like a long while, so I don't think that's gonna happen. That's probably not gonna be a thing. Which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. That's kind of one of the primary, like, I would say, like, issues with PC gaming right now, is that you can't really trust that AAA games that get released are going to run well on your system, even if you have a pretty solid like hardware. My CPU is kind of the bottleneck for me. My CPU is like from 2019, I think, so it's not super old, but it is apparently not good enough to run Dead Space and stream at the same time. Either way. I think it's about time I stop stalling and get into the game. I'm gonna try starting it now and we'll see what happens. Give me a second. One thing that really bothers me in Windows 10 is the search function. It never finds anything. Well, it does sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, I'm searching for Dead Space and the first thing that comes up is like, the folder. Here's a folder named Dead Space 2023. Want to click on it? It's kind of like in these past few years where in these past few years where we've had, you know, multiple game platforms on PC. Like there's Steam, there's Epic Game Store, there's Uplay, there's Origin, or what it's now called, like EA Play or something like that. There's Battle.net. All of these things. It's actually become kind of viable to just put your playing your game icons in a little folder, you know? Like back in the good old days. I kind of like it. I know some people are really annoyed having to juggle like multiple services, but I kind of like having just a list of icons. It's also still kind of easier than finding the right disk. Which we used to have to do. The game is starting, by the way. It's like rebuilding the shaders, so I'm hoping it's gonna work. I was thinking about that with the back in the good or bad old days when we used to have CDs for everything. We had a game that I don't know if we bought it or if we borrowed it. I think I borrowed it from a friend. And I'm honestly not sure if I ever returned it. That was a little weird. I'm honestly not sure if I ever returned it to him. I can't even remember which friend I borrowed it from, but I think I borrowed it from a friend. And the game was Star Wars Jedi Academy. It was the fourth game in the Jedi Knight series. Well, no, okay. The first one was called Dark Forces. Dark Force or Dark Forces. And then the second one was called, like, Dark Force Jedi Knight. And the third one was called, like, Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast. And the third one was called Jedi Academy. Yeah. It's a little messy. I think it was the fourth game. Depending on what you want to call the game series. And the game came on, like, in, like, a box with a bunch of CDs. I think it was, like, 3 or 4 CDs in it. And one of the CDs had, there was, like, a smudge on it. That meant that the game would always, like, crash at a certain time, or the install would always crash at a certain point. So every time I had to, like, clean the CD, and I don't know how the smudge kept reappearing. I guess it was like something in the box that kept smudging it. There were several times I wanted to install the game on different computers. I had to, like clean the disk first on the same freaking spot. See if the game is actually starting now. I'm gonna turn down the music. Music, as usual, is provided by Lo-Fi Girl, who are very generous in letting streamers use their music royalty-free, so to speak. And we want to put the game on screen, too. Don't we? There we go. Look! It's the dead space! It's completely dead. Look how dead it is. Plop. Right, I think the game is appearing on screen right now, right? Dead Space. From the publisher who killed the series and then brought it back again. Okay. So let's see, right now the frame rate is terrible, but it usually is in the menu. Like, it usually plays really poorly in the menu, so I'm gonna hope that if I press continue, everything does not go to shit. Oh. 15 FPS. 60 FPS. Okay, nice. Nice. That's, it's a little choppy. It is a little choppy, but it's kind of working, right? How does the stream look? Let me know if it looks like super choppy or laggy. I think from my perspective, when I'm looking at it now, it looks okay. I'm not sure if I did something to, like, lower the frame rate, if I did something to make it worse. Because, like, it's not... I haven't actually changed the settings. I've just deleted the shader cache so that the settings will be properly applied. But maybe that means it takes a while for it to reset? I don't know. Okay, well, it is playable. You know, it's not great, but it's playable. And I'm hoping it's viewable, too. Okay, so where were we? We were looking for Nicole in the medical section. And at the same time, we were also just, like, kind of looking around here, seeing what the stream looks like. But it looks alright. So we were looking for Nicole, and we were also looking for the captain, the captain's rig. We need to find it so we can use his codes to unlock like the computers and stuff. And we've been hearing about a bunch of different doctors, like Doctor... Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck. Save that thought for later. Oh, it sealed itself. Okay, thank you! Oh no, demon baby. Fuck off. Baby stomp. Crunch. Couple more times just to be sure. It has been sufficiently stomped. I'm still hearing whispers, by the way. Oh, hello, Eve! Welcome! Welcome, welcome to the stream. I thank you for the snack. I'm gonna go get a snack right now. Hold up a second. I'll be right back with a snack. I have returned. I have returned. Thank you so much for the head pats. How are you doing, Eve? I was watching your stream yesterday. It was awesome seeing you back to streaming. I am kind of trying to cut down a little bit on how much sweets I eat. So I am giving myself a snack like it's more like a biscuit than anything else. But it's good and it's nice and crunchy. Goody, allergies are killing me. Oh no. Yeah, it is that season right now. It's like I have some issues with that too. Luckily, I have some. I'm taking like some medication against it. Oh yeah. Just as I said that, I felt like the biggest sneeze build up. I don't know if you can hear that. I tried to mute myself, but I had to sneeze. Yeah. I do like spring, but it's always mixed feelings. Thank you so much for the head pats. I need to find one of these like power cube things to plug in at the end of that hallway to get the door to work, by the way. Hello, Lexiat. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are having a good, a nice day. I'm gonna check the map. I wonder if the power cubes are... if you can see them on the map? Circuit breaker. Is that it? So that's like a little power symbol, right? So I'm looking for... well, it should be one to my left. I'm not seeing that wrong. But this one has been pulled out. I can't remember what I did. So I was saying something before before I got interrupted by the vacuum. We've been hearing about like different doctors. There's Dr. Nicole Brennan, of course, who's Isaac's girlfriend. And she's like trying to fight against the Unitology. Like the Church of Unitology. Oh, we can't get through that door now. Hold up. I'm gonna check the map. And then there's Dr. Kine, who's kind of ambiguous about like Unitology. He believes in it, but also believes that something is going seriously wrong with this place, which is, you know, duh. And then there's Dr. Mercer, who seems like he's just the bad guy. The bad one. We can go around, though. If we pull this thing out, we can go around. We should be able to take a left and go around here. Come on! Come on. Be nice to me, door. Can I not? Oh, you actually can't... you actually can't walk through with this. No, okay, it's actually locked to one room. Alright. Never mind, never mind. There's got to be another one I can find then, because that's not how it's supposed to be. And here is like another barricade, so we can't actually get through here. Okay, there's got to be another one I can find then. There's like an invisible wall preventing me from pulling this thing through. Switch! So how about here then? Do we have any here? Got gloves. Which is like, I think we're beyond that stage right now. Gotta keep eating my snack, by the way. This is like security level 2 required, okay. Was there a power cube here somewhere? We can refill oxygen. That doesn't help me much. I'm guessing this entire thing is gonna be, this entire place is gonna be vented at some point. So now we're back here. Did I go the wrong way? No, this is the right way. This is correct. There's no power cube here. And we can't get into Dr. Mercer's office. This is closed. I can't see any other way than just finding a power cube and plugging it in here. Oh, there's this one lying here. Okay, never mind, never mind. It wasn't that complicated. I was overthinking it. It was... It was just straight up that easy. Bonus Crunch ASMR. Caution. Cadaver storage capacity exceeded. Can't imagine why. Can you please not open doors like that? Stasis pack. Nice. The stream is lagging a little bit, is it? Please, please let me know if it looks like it's lagging. I can't always tell from my end. Medical log. Dr. G. Domus, medical examiner. Report of ship on death. Death on ship. Captain B. Matthias. Okay, so Captain Matthias died. It is my unfortunate duty to officially pronounce Captain Benjamin Matthias dead. Reports of the exact circumstance surrounding his death are conflicted and will be left for investigators to determine once we return to port. I will constrain my comments to the condition of the body. Subject was in generally good health for his age, though a cursory blood test indicates his leukocyte count was low, which with medical terminology. Eosinophils in particular almost non-existent. His pre-flight physical exam showed no such problems, indicating rapid onset, but it does not appear to have any effect on his death. Multiple contusions on the arms and hands indicate a brief struggle pre-mortem. Light contusions around the ribcage indicates he was restrained, likely for a brief period. Cause of death was a single prolonged trauma to the ocular body, which continued on through the cavity wall and into the frontal lobe, causing rapid neurotrauma, seizure, and death. The angle of penetration into the ocular cavity indicates the injury was not self-inflicted. Examination required the removal of the object to confirm cause of death, but it has been preserved for the investigative team to study. I therefore have no alternative but to record a preliminary verdict of unnatural death. Whether deliberate or accidental is beyond my jurisdiction. I think we can guess. I think we can guess. Okay, cutscene time. Literally find his spine. Oh, hi there! Isaac, can you let go of that thing and just fight the monster first? Oh god, that's fast. Oh, that's fast. That's very fast. Captain Matthias boss fight. Get away from me! Ew! Die! Again, please! Should have stayed dead. Ah. Oh, hi there! Oh, what the fuck? This one looks different. I do have a stasis pack, so I'm gonna use it. It's a little bat thing. Ew. Okay, that was mean. I actually like bats, but in this case I don't. Ah, no! Can you? Ow! Ow! Stay clear. Oh! Fuck that! Okay, oh shit. Oh wow. That did not go great. Let me try this again. Shall we? Pick that up. I forgot to stomp this thing, I think. I just need to stop being so bad at this game. I'm gonna pick up this text log. We don't have to read it again, obviously. I just wanted to have it in my in my log. Okay. See if we can do this again. Is there a way to skip the cutscene? I don't think there is. That is really gross. Like, that is impressively gross. Okay, this time, let's use stasis. Let's not be stupid. On the arm. Reload that. There we go. Cool. Hello there. Let's just run around while I'm reloading. Oh, I need help. Oh no, both of you. No! Okay, hi. How about just no? Oh, that did not do much. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm like running out of heals. Okay, that one's dead. I'm out of stasis. Ah! I forgot how we use the stasis packs. I forgot how to use those. I thought it would automatically recharge my stasis when I ran out. It didn't. Is the stream? Please, like I said, please let me know if the stream is like lagging or something. When I look at it, it looks like it's lagging a little bit, but I also know that sometimes my like stream preview is not accurate, and I see lag that no one else sees. So If it is lagging for you too, please let me know. I do want to know about that. Right, let's see if we can stop being so bad at the video game. That's a stasis pack. So how do I use those? See, I have a couple. You just have to like... I'm gonna check the settings real quick. Keyboard and mouse layout. Kinesis grab. Stasis is C. Use stasis pack is also... Okay, it's C when you're not zoomed in. I got it. That's actually very logical. I really do wish I could skip this cutscene. Like, I'm pressing every button I can think of. And it's not happening. I don't like it. This is a cool cutscene, but I don't need to see it 3 times in a row when it's like a minute long. Okay, now let's actually get some fucking skills here. Off middle leg. Off with the arm. Move out of the way. That should be it. No. Okay, so... Oh, God, you're fast. You're very fast. Oh, hi! Gotta reload my weapons. Run, Isaac, please. Oh, I think I'm dead again. Yup. Wow, this is hard. I haven't struggled this much before. This is like a difficulty spike. But it's fine. We can do it. We can do it. It just sucks that I have to see the cutscene every time. I wish it would save after the cutscene. Makes no sense to have it like be. Yeah, that's like one of those video game. Like I like this game a lot so far. I think it's really well made, but that's like one of those video game sins that just should not exist anymore. It was like that was an issue people were complaining about like 15 years ago, you know, unskippable cutscenes. So having one here is just insane to me. Okay, so I'm pressing tab, nothing's happening. Holding tab, space, mouse buttons. Escape just brings out the menu. I can't skip anything here. Yeah. If there are mods for this game, that is one of the first things I will install as like a mod for skipping cutscenes. Because like again, it looks cool, but I don't need to see this 4 times in a row. It is like also literally a skill issue on my part for not actually winning this fight, but you know. Okay, so now okay. So he's dead. Nice. Reload everything. Okay, everything's reloaded. Here they come. I missed! Here comes a little creep. Stomp that. Pick up the med packs. Heal up. Stasis you! Out of stasis! Ouch! Use the stasis pack. Come on. Come on! There we go. Now you're screwed. Reload. Reloading is so fast, I should just do it. Oh my god. I'm almost out of ammo, actually. Oh! Oh my god, okay. We're fine. We're fine. I'm really low on ammo, though. Wow. That took, like, everything out of me. Here's the captain's spine!
Isaac, what's your status? Do you have the captain's rig?
Fuck me! Transmitting codes now. I saw it, Hammond. A flying one turned the captain's body into another one of those things. The same must have happened to Chen.
God. Maybe the command computer has something. Where's Daniels when you need her? Head back to the security checkpoint. It's safer there. At least I can upgrade your clearance.
Nice. So I'm not entirely sure if those flying things are the only thing that's causing the infection, or if there's like more stuff than that that's causing the infection. I think there's gotta be more stuff since it started happening to people like before they came into contact with any of these things, if I understand it correctly. But I guess we'll find out. Let's see, we just moved through here, right? We don't need to do anything else. Yeah, let's just move through.
Clearance confirmed.
Ammo count is concerningly low. How am I doing? Do I have anything? I do have a med pack, actually. What is that thing on the far right? Plasma cutter upgrade. Bring this back to the bench to extend the upgrade path and gain access to a special upgrade. Right, okay. Bench time, then.
Isaac,
Oh, here. What the hell's happening?
the computer says the Ishimura's engines are offline. We're on a decaying orbit toward Aegis 7.
That's not very good.
I have to get to engineering.
There's no time. That tram station's offline.
Wait, I didn't mean to go back down.
Here, head back to the flight deck. I'll guide you from there. If this damage report's right, there's a shortcut to engineering.
Shortcut, wonderful. Right. We're back in here. Or wherever here is. There was a place here for refilling stasis, wasn't there? Did I go past that? I did go past that. We can go forward and around the corner, though. It's time! So, stasis refill was through here, yeah. Here, and then left through here. Please, no enemies. There we go. Nice. Okay, I think I can sell some stuff, if nothing else. Inventory. I can sell this one. Gold semiconductor. Rare and expensive electrical component. Sell. Nice. Can I afford anything? I can afford one of the nodes, yes? Stasis pack. Like, maybe I should just buy ammo. I like... I thought I had so much ammo before, so I sold a bunch of it. But I'm gonna be brave here. I'm gonna get the power node so I can get more upgrades. I feel like that should be a more worthwhile investment in the long run. I can still afford the ammo, by the way. Let's do it. Sweet. So I didn't want to spend too much money on, you know, consumables, but I feel like I have to now. Okay, so let's see, where is bench? Where is nearest bench? Is this bench? I know there was a bench in here somewhere. Maybe that was like... Is that a bench? Hold on, I need to check the legend. Yes, that's a bench. Okay, okay, cool. Let's go. I know this game has like a system for generating enemies. Like it spawns in enemies when it thinks you're doing... Oh god! I should not have said that. Oh, okay. Oh, it's you. Oh, at least those are easier to take care of. Stomp! I think I got more ammo than I spent on that. That's good. That's really neat. Oh, hi! Yep. You can stay there. Stay on the other side of the door. See if I remember where we go. It's forward and to the left. So like here? Yes, it's in here. I remember this place from last time. Cool. Plasma cutter upgrade graph is extended and new special ability is now accessible. An additional power node has been salvaged. Awesome! That's really good. Okay, so I think... How many nodes do we have? We have 4 nodes, so we can go get like one more... Stasis energy is good. Stasis zone size. Oh, okay, I thought it was the inventory size, but that's not it. Stasis duration is also good. Let's just see what we have for the plasma cutter. For the plasma cutter, we are getting reload speed, reload time, damage, and then capacity. What is SP2? Greatly increases ammunition capacity. Not sure if I need that. Maybe I do, actually. Give me a second, I'm just gonna check. Everything's looking okay. It is looking okay. Give me one more second. It doesn't look like I'm losing any frames or anything, so I'm hoping that the stream is looking good for you guys. Like I said, let me know if it isn't. Now it's like lagging a little bit because I just tabbed back in. Now look what a pulse rifle is at. I really need more damage for it. So we can go capacity, reload time, damage. That's pretty good. Or we go capacity damage. But then we don't like continue on, you know? Okay, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. I do want more damage for it, so let's just hit every damage node we can find. Feels like that's the big thing about it. It already reloads pretty fast. The weapons in general reload pretty fast. It's not like in Resident Evil 4 where like upgrading reload speed feels like a big deal. In Resident Evil 4 it's like a big deal just to be able to figure out like which weapons you have time to reload in a fight. Because if you haven't upgraded the reload speed, it's so slow. I think I'm gonna go for more damage for the plasma cutter as well. Let's just do it. I think that's gonna help so much just because we're gonna use less ammo, right? Cool. Feels worthwhile to upgrade the damage because you use fewer bullets. That makes sense to me. Alright, let's head back. Just through here. And then through here. Oh! I forgot about you! I forgot about you! I forgot about you! I forgot that you were there! I was so proud too. I was like, you can stay on the other side of the door. I forgot he was there. Oh, you're spitting. You're one of those. Crunch. I saw that. I saw. Don't think that I didn't see that. There was something moving. Oh! Oh, hello there. I'm really glad you're lining up. Ow! Ah! Half the point of killing them is just to make them stop making noises, because their noises are so terrifying. Sounds they make. I'm heading the wrong way. No, I'm heading the right way. Just turn the wrong way. I am really glad I don't have to hold the button down to sprint. Oh! Was it through here? Through the... No, it was to the left. Through here. Right, I remember this corridor. Remember the weird body bags. Okay, so he said there was a shortcut to the engineering. Let's save also. There we go, neat. Hello, more head pats, thank you. I need them. Hangar, cargo, tram control. Is that where I'm going? Main objective? Yeah, I guess that's where we're going.
Flight deck tram control.
Oh.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
They got some really efficient trams. Take like 5 seconds. Soundtrack here really has some alien vibes to it. I think I said that last time as well. Oh! Oh! I didn't realize these were here. Thank you. Nice. Let's head to wherever we're heading. We're heading behind me. To the flight lounge. Right, that's what he said. I just forgot. I forgot. Just like I forgot about the enemy behind the door. I forgot the door. The trams are faster than their elevators, though. Don't need to use the bathroom right now.
Security recording retrieved.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't need to see that right now. Already saw it from a different angle. Let me see. We're heading out, back out to the dock. Is that what we're doing? Well, we sure are getting a lot of mileage out of these areas, I guess. Is this really where we're headed?
Isaac, this damage report says there's a broken cargo lift just beyond the hangar door. I'll open them now.
Entering zero gravity.
Oh! Okay, this is so cool.
To reach it, but that lift shaft should take you straight down to engineering.
That's really cool. Course correction. Chapter 3, here we go. There are no like breaks or loading screens in between the chapters. Thank you. I don't think I have any melee attack, by the way, when I'm in zero gravity. It's like I'm used to the controls from, it's like I said before, I'm used to the controls from Prey. So I'm trying to like press space to go up, but you can't. You can roll, and you can go forwards, backwards, and turn, but you don't have an up-down axis. If you want to go up, you gotta like, do like this. I'm just exploring around, see if I can find some more supplies. Okay, let's see. There's something down here, right? Seems like a bunch of stuff down here. I'm down. I can stomp again. That's so cool how the items, like you open the box and the items are like floating upwards. That's so cool. I love little details like that. Now I'm suddenly doing good with ammo again. So, is this the door? If so, we need to find a power node, or power cube. Here we go. Go. Okay, cargo rail tracks, loading shutter. Is that it? Is that what I needed to turn on? I'm gonna check the map. Okay, this is not where I'm going at all, but I could find some extra stuff at least. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here, wow. Suddenly I'm rich. In every regard. It's like a suspicious amount of stuff. I'm getting nervous now.
Level 3 security clearance required.
That's unfortunate. Okay. So much stuff. Wow. Is there nothing in there? Wait, there must have been something in there, surely. Just floated off and I missed it, right? There, is that a thing? Come here. Neat. Neat. Okay, so what happens? I'm just gonna try see what happens if I turn on the cargo tracks. There's even more stuff back here. It's like a feast. Livet är en fest, håll med om det, folk och fä. So that's up here. Oh, what does this do? Oh, okay, okay. I'll probably need it later. Right now, it's probably not a thing. Music is really cool. Probably gonna need to guide like a tram or something here later. It's fine though. Not in a hurry. Well, we are, but since the ship is about to fall into the planet, but, you know. It is what it is. So we gotta go up here. Oh, we can go through. I thought this was like a barrier. And it is, I guess, but we can just go through it. Well, now we need to hurry. I think I see it up ahead. Oh, hello, demon baby. I'm just gonna go. Ignore the enemies and just go. Ignore the stuff and just go. Oh, this is so cool! I know I keep saying that, but it's true. Promise.
Exiting zero gravity.
Nice.
Vacuum.
Cool, so where are we now then? Whoops! Hi! Hello there. Want to show me your tentacles? Nice. Crunch! Thank you for your stuff.
Clearance confirmed.
We are not punished for our sins, but by them. That's a hell of a line. We're not punished for our sins, but by them. We're not punished for our sins, but by them. Oh. There's, goop. Danvers, organic growth and engineering. Adding this to my maintenance priority request, maybe something in writing will make them pay attention. That unidentified growth reported elsewhere on the ship has reached engineering. Not even medical knows what the hell this stuff is. It looks like someone threw their guts up all over the walls and smells about the same. Nice, fresh. It's spreading faster than we can cut it up, which is pretty disgusting in itself. I've already busted the cargo lift, and it's getting into the engine spoke. If we can't find a way to stop it soon, it'll be all over the main engine chamber by the day after tomorrow. Meantime, I'm heading to the mining deck. They've got PFM 100s in storage for ice mining, and they can spare the fuel. Maybe cauterizing this stuff will do the trick. Just hope it doesn't smell worse when it's on fire. Okay, I'm guessing we're gonna have to do that. Gonna have to burn it. I'm still hearing the whispers.
Warning. Orbital position compromised. Correct course immediately.
Oh. Actual tool. Low diagnostic report.
Seeing you in the control room. Any news on the engines?
Yeah, but it makes no sense. They're out of fuel. The centrifuge is offline. We're tethered to a 4 trillion ton payload. Without the engines, it's dragging us down to the planet.
Can you handle it alone?
Sure.
I mean, he doesn't really have a choice.
Fuel running, then do a full restart. But you'll need to stabilize our orbit from there.
Standing by. Fast as you can, Isaac.
He has to fix it himself. I do like, though, that he... I'm sorry, getting a little cough. I do like that he talks, you know? I wasn't sure how that would feel, because in the first game, the fact that he doesn't talk kind of makes you feel even more, like, isolated. But the fact that he does talk means that it feels less that, like, he's doing literally everything by himself, you know? It's not just other people telling him what to do. Hello, Lordon! Are we space in dead? Yeah, things are pretty dead around here. How are you doing? I'm gonna save. New save. Okay, and listen to this audio log.
Engineering log. Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple reporting. Christ, still can't believe the Chief is gone. It's all fallen apart since the captain died. Everyone down here is on their last nerve. We thought the rioting was the worst of it. Until those things came through the vents. Their faces. Fuck, those were my lunch buddies, Liz's friends, old boyfriends. And out of nowhere, the engines are screwed. Primary's laboring, we're hemorrhaging fuel. Fuck if I know why.
It's probably the goop that's growing everywhere.
To fix it. Gotta keep the team focused or it'll crack. Temple out.
So, acting chief engineer. What is happening with that thing? What is happening with the bag? Why are you like this bag? Okay, the bag has now gone silent. Thank you. I'm okay in home guarding of the rain. Okay, I see. Do you have like bad weather? Bag is afraid. Yeah, it's afraid of the dead space. Oh, wow. Wait, okay, that's a spacesuit. I was wondering, why would anyone hang a person like that? Yeah, it's raining. I see, I see. Let me see how we need to go. There's a bench down here, actually. I don't think I have anything for it. Oh, a new gun? Ripper. Nice. This is one thing I honestly didn't remember, is that you get like a bunch of guns. I thought you had to like buy them. Fortunately, I have day off today and tomorrow. Nice. That is... Oh, someone had a Ripper accident here. That's really nice. I usually have days off on Thursday, but I had to work a little bit extra today because there was some stuff that needed doing. And, but it was a short day for me today.
Cannot determine clearance level. Master security override required.
Oh! Oh! Hello! Oh, okay. Just EP, just a little EP. Oh, okay. I don't think I have anything to do with the bench. Oh. I think no, I don't have any notes. Let's just put the Ripper on a key. Let's do that. Gonna put that on a key. I can do this, equip. And we put it on number... I'm hoping that's number 3. Good. Okay, so hold... Just shoot is primary fire. So I think the blade will like spin in front of you, if I remember correctly. It's like kind of a kinesis thing. Nothing bad happens and call me saying to go for an emergency. Oh, I see. Let's hope they don't. Oh, Nicole?
Autopsy report, Dr. Nicole Brennan. Rig identifies the subject was Junior Engineer David Swenson. The subject was dismembered after falling into machinery, allowing... God. So sorry. Some post-mortem spasms.
That's a little worse than post-mortem spasms. Please, please, restrained, maybe?
The yellow vials seen in other specimens. Seen this vial react to dead or bioprosthetic cells. The dead tissue is absorbed, recombined, then reanimated. The vial shares genetic markers with human DNA and Dr. Kyne studied the marker. Dr. Kyne has vanished. Unless he's with the survivors on the mining deck.
You'll rest easy now, David. I promise.
End log.
Okay, so it wasn't that happened to her. Find Kyne's mining deck hideout. Hope so too, because I want to stream for 4 hours. Yeah, it would it would suck if you started streaming and they called you in while you were streaming. That would be really bad. Just in case I'm gonna do it at night. Okay, I see. I understand. No risk of that happening then. Let me see. What were we down here for? I don't like the way he's like caressing my back. Down and to the right. Okay, so here. Oh! Hi there. He jump. Teamwork makes a good lift happen. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so if I remember correctly from the Ripper, it's gonna like shoot a saw blade and then hold it out in front of you. And then if you press the alternate fire, you just shoot the saw blade like just like a projectile. Oh, hello there. Come at me then. Okay. That actually wasn't as powerful as I hoped it would be. Okay. It works at least.
Warning. Fuel reserves depleted. Main engines offline.
Can we get over here? I think we can. Get over here. Okay, just checking that all the weapons are reloaded. Oh god. I'm trying to mute myself when I cough, but I think you can hear it a little bit. I'm hearing some sounds that I don't like. Ow! How about let's not? Nice! That was actually relatively painless. Oh, should not have said that. Ah! I'm just gonna cut until it stops making sounds. Oh god. This game is so brutal. Fighting a pile of angry, sharp flesh. Oh! Icarus! Thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you so much. Super appreciated. Sawman.
By Jacob Temple. The engine problems aren't a malfunction. Someone shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves to hell and back. We just wasted an hour fixing them. Now we need to restart the south refueling station, but some jackass turned off the power and locked up the circuit breaker. No engines? We're gonna hit planetfall soon. What now? There's gotta be someone around here how to spare access card. Go see. Wait, you hear that? Davern, go!
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'm sorry I picked up the the audio log as soon as I came into the stream. I just wanted to finish listening to that. Hello, no problem. Thanks for the welcome. How are you doing? Appreciate the follow. Like I said, I don't think, yeah, whatever happened to the engines, by the way, I genuinely don't think it was like a... I think someone was just sabotaging it to make sure that everything here just stays dead forever, you know? Make sure that they crash into the planet and everyone just dies. I think it's Chainsaw Man. Stasis Saw Man. Ow! Nice. Doing pretty fine so far. How about you? I'm doing pretty well. My voice is going a little a little hoarse because I have been coughing a lot because of allergies and stuff. But other than that, I'm doing fine. It's also a little warm in my room. That's one thing I don't appreciate about summer. But okay, fuel station keycard. Blood of Medusa. Cool poster. Yeah, but I'm doing pretty well. Allergies, like I said. Otherwise, ugh!
Isaac. Hammond.
Daniels? You made it.
Thank God. After the bridge, we thought that...
Glad to disappoint. I barricaded myself in the computer core. I can hear them, but I don't think they know I'm here. Isaac, I've tracked down your rig. You're in engineering, right? I'll get myself admin privileges. Maybe I can help.
Good. Oh, I'm out of stasis, by the way. So if I remember correctly, like in the original, they've definitely like made Daniels like less. She was very like confrontational in the original game, and this she's like a little nicer. That's like kind of a different dynamic between her and. Oh, those are engine parts. It's kind of a different dynamic between her and Isaac and Hammond in this game. So far, at least. I'm on fall, so lucky you. Right, I keep... Sometimes I forget that, like, people live on different hemispheres, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I like summer. There's nothing wrong with... I do like it for a lot of reasons, but I'm not a fan of like, how warm my room gets. Like, we don't have any air conditioner or anything like that, so it's... You can, like, open all the windows and let the wind kind of breeze through it, but other than that, there's not much to do when it gets warm. No power... Okay, wait, there's a power box here somewhere. I do like it's very pretty outside right now, though. It's like, it's just getting to summer. We have had, like, a pretty late spring. And then the spring was just happening like super sudden, and then we got summer very fast.
Logging security card. Clearance confirmed.
Plasma energy. Let me see. Lights, life support. South refuel station. Can we turn off? Okay, I just have to choose like which one. Okay, no. Let's. I like how you turn off life support, and it's not just that the oxygen is slowly depleting. All of the oxygen in the entire room just disappears instantly. That's cool, though, that you get a choice. You get to choose if you have no lights or if you have no air. Oh! If you're not a Bioshock protagonist. What does this one do? It's like a pull down. Okay, it literally says.
Refueling sequence activated.
Like, I love the architecture of the ship. Everything looks really cool. Like, this would be a horrible place to work, right? Obviously, but it looks really neat. I gotta say that much. Oh, hello. Nice. Oh, hi! I would not have seen him if I didn't have the flashlight on. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Nice. There we go. Oh god, that hurt. That's because you didn't see my base? Your base in what? Or do you have a real life base that you live in? Work base. Ah! You work in a place like this? I'm getting a lot of strings here. It doesn't seem promising. Oh no. Why is it shaking so bad? Why is it shaking so bad? What is that sound? Why does it sound so gross? Every time it rains hard, we have to deal with the septic water overflooding. Ew! Ew! That sounds awful. That doesn't sound like... is that supposed to happen? Is it like designed like that? That it's just overflowing? Or is it like just not designed to handle a lot of rain? Let me see now. Where are we headed? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up and bring it with me. Hello? Goodbye! Nice, that was really clean. Doesn't handle a lot of rain? Ah, I see. Do you get rain like rarely where you live? Is that why it's like not accustomed by this, like the system is not accustomed to rain, if that makes sense? Okay, pull this down.
Refueling sequence activated. Sufficient fuel to fire primary engine.
Okay, I've got a fuel reading. Only a quarter full, but it should be enough.
I still need to get the centrifuge working before restart. Someone really screwed with these fuel lines.
Move fast, Isaac. Egypt
Oh.
is looking damn close out there.
Get fucked! Nice! Okay, that didn't do a lot. Nice, that was pretty clean. Most of the year, lately, rarely rains. Ah, okay, I see. Rains most in fall and winter. Okay, okay. We've had some pretty dry summers recently. But last summer was pretty rainy. But there was one summer a few years ago here where we had like... Oh! It's doing its gross thing. Blah, 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 blah. Fresh. Ew. Ugh. Do I have to go in here? I think I have to go in here. Yeah, but like a few years ago, we had a summer that was very dry. Like, it barely rained the entire summer, and then we had like a massive, like, super rain, flash flood kind of type of deal. So, the train station in my city has like an underpass, right? And the underpass... Sorry, can you please stop screaming? I'm trying to tell a story here. Thank you. The underpass was flooded, like, really badly in just a matter of a few hours. So some people, like, went out and they grabbed, like, rubber pool toys and stuff and started swimming around in there. Which you should not do, by the way, because the water could be dirty, there could be, like, electrical hazards, but it was still pretty funny. It's not something you should do, but... Thank you. Okay, so how are we doing on money? Can we buy anything? I don't think I have a lot. 4,000... I can buy a ricochet tracer. Huh, what does that do? Plasma cutter upgrade, heat accumulator. Extend the upgrade path. Ricochet tracer... Okay, it just extends the upgrade path. Gives special upgrades, sure. Let's try to save up for some upgrades. This is for the pulse rifle. To the centrifuge. Okay, I'm just gonna save first. Before we go centrifuging. It's over and can I live in a high ground? I see. Yeah, exactly where I live doesn't get flooded a lot, but there are some parts of the city that can get a little flooded. Like, the city has like a stream or like a small river running through it. And it gets like... early spring especially, it can be very... water can be very high. So there are some like restaurants and stuff that lie next to the river that have gotten flooded a couple of times. But it's not like a common problem, it's not like a big deal. I need to refill my stasis, by the way. Give me the cash. Oh.
Clearance confirmed.
Storage, decon equipment, break room. Do not use... Okay, do not use this break room. I am going to use it as a break room, okay? I need a break. I'm gonna sit here in the dark and be on break. Isaac is on break. We can break if we wanna. You can leave your fears behind. Bench. Don't think I have anything to upgrade. Text log. Hello. More absences. It's not just the unitologists sneaking off for religious exemptions or whatever. We're just seeing serious gaps in the rotation. People going on sick with sleep deprivation, self-inflicted injuries, or just disappearing. They go off shift and they don't come back. Someone said the ship's been attacked. Bullshit. We're at the ass end of nowhere. Who'd come all the way to attack a mining ship? And yeah, the captain is dead, but Carmack says one of the bridge staff killed him. I swear to God, the rumors on this deck are out of control. Update. Lost contact with the bridge. No wriggling, no security hardline, nothing. Okay, this is beyond rumors. Fuck this, I'm getting out while I still can. Well, good on you for writing it down. For posterity. I'm always... Like, this is not a complaint at all. I like it, but... It is always fascinating to me how, like, characters in horror games spend so much time, like, writing down the horrible stuff that is happening around them. Please stand still. I'm not going to stand still.
Decontamination sequence activated. Please stand by.
Oh, hello! It's waiting for you. Ow! Okay, the Ripper is not great against those enemies. Let's go Pulse Rifle instead. Okay, that works better. So I thought. Oh, hello there! The Pulse Rifle is actually pretty good. Like, I remember it being kind of lackluster in the original game, and also when I first picked it up here. But maybe it's because of the upgrades, but right now it's doing pretty well. Yeah, this is very decontaminated. All of this is very clean. Sorry. Medium med pack. Oh, we can like craft that. Oh, who's screaming? People still alive? Centrifuge control north, centrifuge control south. Let's go north first. Because it's summer in the north. Oh, have I not already been here? Or does this just look the same? No, it's nice. I think this just looks the same. Evil baby on the wall. Evil, 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 evil baby. Nice. Just making sure everything is reloaded. The Ripper hasn't been that great so far. Maybe I'm not using it right. I'm guessing I should keep cutting for a while and then shoot off the saw blade as it's about to break. I think that's like... That's probably the best way to use it. Oops. Rig unavailable for priority message. Transcript provided to available storage. Temple, Tai, Yong, you there? Explain... It's like their software is automatically censoring. What's keeping them? Centrifuge is still offline. We're running out of time. No wriggling contact since they left, Chief. They are gone, aren't they? But we armed them with everything we had. They'd have sent word if there was trouble. What? Did they fall down a beep hole? Beep! There's a full tectonic load hanging off our ass. What if we turn off the gravity tethers, drop the load, buy ourselves time? I tried. Unless I rip out half the ship's wiring, it takes a CEC board member to override to drop all that ore. Can't risk beep off the shareholders. And without that centrifuge to balance the ship, we're talking planned for in hours if we're that lucky. Also, this hasn't happened like a long time ago. This is very recent. This isn't like days ago. This is like hours ago at most. Oh, I remember this part from the original.
Centrifuge offline. Please attach generator modules manually.
Right. So we gotta attach it. If I remember correctly, and I think I do, the centrifuge is gonna start moving. And it's not gonna be fun to be in its way. This is giving me, like, vibes of The Expanse, by the way. Hello there! Can you kindly perish? Thank you. Seems like people at least did like most of the work. Clutch disengaged. Do I stasis it and then try? Seems to work better.
Generator module attached.
Cool. I like how their money is like a little circuit board. With a little light on it. Imagine going to the store and paying with a little circuit board with lights on it. Okay, so I think I can plug this in before I get attacked.
Generator module attached. Clutch engaged. All personnel.
Nice.
Centrifuge restart.
Okay, so where do we restart it then? This goop is getting very far and it's worrying me. Is he here? Did you just turn it on? Oh no. Please tell me we're not heading down there.
Centrifuge activated. Re-establishing balance with tectonic load.
Manually ignite the engines. Can I not just leave? Do I have to go down here? Where am I headed?
Looks like the centrifuge is back online. All that's left is restarting the engines.
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I like how in the text log we found the guy was like, "Oh, did they fall into a hole or what?" And then it was like, "Yeah, no, or maybe they just got run over by their own engine." Yep, rip in pieces. Okay. Let's see. Do I have to go out there and manually fire the engines? Is that what's happening here? Manually ignite the engines. Looks like it. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's not step outside this time. This feels like it's like an OSHA violation, that there's not like a fence here or anything.
The centrifuge is back online. All that's left is restarting the engines, right? Ready when you are.
Fuck. Gotta wait for the next one. I can't take off here. It's not letting me. That doesn't... It doesn't give a shit about my stasis. Okay, I think I just have to run faster. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Rip in pieces.
Looks like the centrifuge is back online. All that's left is restarting the engines, right? Ready when you are.
Let's just keep running. Ah! I can't be doing this right. This can't be right. This can't be the correct way to do this. But we have gravity again, so I can't take off. Right? There's got to be like something else. I'm doing something wrong here. Let me see. Where am I going even? Maybe that's where I'm going. I can go to the left instead. I should have refilled the oxygen.
Looks like the centrifuge is back online. All that's left is restarting the engines, right? Ready when you are.
Oh. Run, Isaac, please! Do I have oxygen? I have an oxygen refill. Nice. Let's wait for the next one. Believe in the heart of the cards. Have faith. Here we go. Yeah! Go out, go out. Okay, he's dead. This is where we're headed up. Is there oxygen refill? Stasis recharge. We gotta head in here now. Oh! Oh! I'm almost out of air! Please, no! Not now! Close? Ah, thank you. Well, I'm alive. That was stressful. Oh! 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 I remember this part. Huh? Tentacles. Gives me Stranger Things vibes, not gonna lie. Oh, really? Yeah, I can kind of see that, I guess. It's a little less 80s and a little more 2000s, I guess, but otherwise, yeah. Yeah, we're out of here. We are just out of here. Are we decontaminating again? No, we don't need to. This game looks pretty cool, though. Yeah, I actually really like it. And this is a you probably already know, but this is a remake of a game from 2007 or 2008. Come at me. And unfortunately, the remake is like not running very well on my computer, so the graphics are set kind of low. GHGBBFJ, welcome to the chat. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I am playing on... I can't remember what it's called. It's like... I can show you. It's like the hard setting, kinda. Select difficulty. It's hard. Yeah, it's just called hard. Let's see if I have anything to upgrade. Impossible and okay. Let's see, I think I need some more HP. I have 2 nodes. I'm from Sweden too. Ah, I see. I would like some more HP. That would be neat, but I don't have, like... Do I just get air and stuff I don't want to get more HP? Or do I just go for damage? I mean, I think it's about time I upgrade the suit a little bit. Yeah, let's just... These are like boring upgrades, right? The air and the... I mean, stasis energy is good, though. That's actually a good, worthwhile upgrade. Let's do it. Cool. Wait, that's where I came from. What is happening here? Can you chill? No. I can't chill it. I can't chill. It's unchillable. Right, this is an elevator. I was like, what the hell is happening in this room? I'm gonna drink some water. While we wait for the elevator triangle to finish triangling. Cheers, thank you. I've been like on a... I mentioned this earlier, I've been like on a self-imposed kind of like quote-unquote diet this week, where I haven't eaten as many snacks as usual.
It'll give you access to the engine chamber.
Nice. I haven't been eating as many snacks as I usually do. I haven't been like drinking soda with sugar in it and stuff. But tomorrow, I'm allowing myself to do it on like Friday and the weekend, so holy crap, I'm going to I'm gonna eat so much sugar tomorrow and drink stuff that isn't water. Okay, so do we have anything to sell? I think I picked up like a bronze... Yeah, exactly, a bronze semiconductor. Here we go. Anything else I want to sell? Probably no. Okay, I still can't afford the good upgrade stuff, but I'm gonna chill with that for a bit. Or maybe I do want the stasis pack. We're fine. I have lots of ammo. We're fine. We're good. It's all good. All good in the neighborhood. So it's forward and through here. Oh.
Entering zero gravity.
Hi. Oh, he's like no flesh left, which is actually good in this context.
Hey, Hammond. I cracked the secure files. DEC was here for more than just a mining claim, huh?
What do you mean?
This outbreak started on the colony after the miners dug up some artifact. Something alien.
That's impossible.
But it would explain why Aegis 7 is meant to be off limits, right? EarthGov's orders. When the miners found the artifact, they reported hallucinations, paranoia, suicides. But the Ishimura brought this marker on board anyway. Like that was the plan.
Wait. The marker?
Okay, back up. Where's this marker now?
In cargo. All packaged up for delivery.
Fan is chilling. Yeah, now she's starting to like... Now they're starting to like trust each other a little less here. Danielson, Hammond. Stasis! Reminder! An engine in stasis is a safe engine. Yeah, it looks very safe. Let's see... What is this? Airlock 2. Cool. Oh, hello there! An enemy in stasis is a safe enemy. Wait, isn't this turned off? I thought I would turn off the fan. What is it? What is it more? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Airlock 2, fence. I can just turn those off, right? Turn the airlocks on. It's like much easier than whatever I had going on before. I do like, it's kind of cool that the characters are sort of also reacting to like revelations in the story. It's not just that I'm discovering things, it's that they are also discovering things and starting to discuss it with each other. Oh, that's loud! Oh god, that's loud! Oh wow! Oh, I don't even know if you can hear me. Holy crap! Oh, I should have brought my earplugs. Ooh. We can. Okay, good. It's like I could barely hear myself. Okay, flamethrower. Let's equip that. Sweet, okay. Oh. It's the horror game shimmy. This ship has some extra meat in it. Oh! Ooh! Wow, he's actually responding to the light. Look at that. You see that? I'll make sure he stays dead. That was such a cool detail. He was responding to the light. Like, I really do love a lot of the little details in this game. It's really, like, well crafted. I honestly, I'm not sure if this was in the original, but I don't remember, like, there was being so much flesh here.
My last log. Temple reporting. I can't raise anyone on Riglink. I think my team is gone. I found the kinesis module that someone used to bust the centrifuge. Burned out. Who would sabotage the Ishimura at a time like this? I'll report to the bridge, if anyone's left. And then I'm finding Elizabeth and getting us the hell off this ship.
Yeah, Temple did not have a good day. I don't like it. Feels like this ship is growling at me. Don't have clearance for that yet. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of backtracking once I get better security clearance. It's reminding me a bit of Alien Isolation in that regard, where you upgraded like your torch and stuff to be able to get back through doors that you couldn't go through at first. Okay. Oh, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. Ew. No. Oh no, I'm out of health. Crap. Okay. Well, now we know what the flamethrower is for. Yeah, ew. That's an appropriate reaction. Oh! Right, it's these fucking things. Burn! Ew! Yeah! That was... those enemies are certainly an experience. I did kind of remember them from the first version of the game. They looked a little different, but they function kind of the same. They have like this big vulnerable spot, and you shoot it, and... Wait, I don't have stasis to fix that. Shit. They have this big vulnerable spot, and you shoot it, and then you get like a bunch of small little creepy three-legged stuff. Okay, I need to find stasis. Oh, this is so gross. I don't remember this from the original. These guys. Let's put them out of their misery if we can. In the sense that they're even still alive. I think it stopped moving now. I always like it when you encounter like something like this in a game, you know? Some kind of like half mutated like creature like this. I always feel bad leaving them alive. I always want to like put them out of their misery. Okay, so like I said, we need to find stasis. Do I have a stasis pack? I don't have a stasis pack. I do have some med packs now, though. Thank you. So I guess we're just kind of like, we have to backtrack until we find a stasis refill. Where do we have one? It's gotta be one seat here somewhere, yeah? So I had the one stasis charge and I wasted it because I missed. Can we like, is there like a power plug or something we can pull out? To get the door to stop like chopping people in half? Wait, I don't think I've been in here. Yeah, right, here's a stasis pack, actually. And a stasis recharge. Never mind, didn't need to backtrack far. There usually is. Like, this game rarely... If it is anything like the original, it rarely, like, requires backtracking. You can do it if you want extra stuff, but it rarely requires backtracking. Just to... Oh, hello there! It's rarely required just to pick up, like, stuff like that. Sometimes it is, though. Oh, no! Go away! You little shits can burn in hell. Burn! Come on! Holy shit. I wanted to throw the thing. It didn't work. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, are we out of health now? Yeah, I think so. Some of these things are still making sounds, which I would prefer if they didn't.
Warning. Planetfall imminent. Correct course immediately.
Oh, right, we still haven't. Base without incident. Error! How unlucky. Yeah. This really messed up the workplace accident statistics, didn't it? You have like 10 days without accidents, and then you have 1 day with all the accidents. Literally every single one. Okay. control room. And this thing is burned out. Okay. That means someone's already been in here. Yes? No? Fuel full. Status full. Oh! Hello. Yeah, we've already been in here. We already came from here. Did I just go back in a circle? Wait, did I just go back? Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I think I just went back. Didn't mean to do that. My bad. My bad. I was looking for the control room, but that's not... I need to manually, like, ignite the engines.
Exiting zero gravity.
Oh, yeah, this is the loud place. Right, and this is the goopy place. Path is a little clearer now, though. Something I did must have cleared it up, one of the things I destroyed. Okay. 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 It's like it's very hard to run through this meat moss on the floor. You know what it reminds me of a little bit? It reminds me of the influence of the shadow from Amnesia. When it, like, creates this, like, meat stuff on the floor. Nice to meet you. Ha ha ha. Oh, who's this? Oh! Are you, like, alive? Or are you, like... No. Oh, and the rig went dark. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make sure you stay dead in death. Ripper blade schematics. Well,
Clearance confirmed.
I shouldn't have talked to... Oh, hello! This game loves interrupting me. Isaac, run. Crunch. So this was down. Okay, good. Yeah, I shouldn't have talked so much shit about like backtracking. I did find some stuff now that I went through here again. Okay, let's see now. Where are we headed? Where are we headed? Still, this is still the right way. So far, so good. And then we came up here. And then I went the wrong way. I went to the control room. I should have just gone to the engine room. Oh, there's a whole bunch of guys. Enjoy the lamp. Oh, that stasis them. That's fantastic. That's so good. I didn't realize. You know what? Keep forgetting I can do that. Oh, it's lagging. Pretty badly. Oh, he survived that. Kinda.
Warning. Engine power failure. Replace power cell to begin ignition sequence.
Oh no, it's one of these things. Borden! Oh, that thing is still alive. I thought these blue things that you picked up were little lantern things, but they're actually like some kind of stasis cells that you can use to freeze an entire room. That's really cool. Did not realize that was a thing. Power required to restart engine. Flamethrower fuel, nice. And now I can buy ammo for all of the weapons I have.
Replace power cell to begin ignition sequence.
So where is a power cell? It's up here. Nice.
Ignition sequence initiated. Please stand by.
I'm gonna go pick up the stuff while I wait the engines to fix themselves. Oh, of course. Not a quiet moment. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm gonna look in just a second. Bloodwolf2143, thank you so much for the follow. I am getting murdered here. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Welcome. There we go. Okay, there's still one left up here. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances with you. You're one of the spitter dudes, I think. Nice. Oh! More? Blow up! Oh, there's so many of them. Ah! Okay, it's a spitter thing. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, I need to reload for it. There we go. Oh, holy crap. Well, I was thought before that I got way too much ammo. Now I'm burning through it pretty quickly. Okay, so can we go back to the control room now? Finally? Was there some more stuff here? I seem to recall there was something here in the original version of the game.
Engines ready. Please confirm ignition order.
Yeah. Chill out. I'm looking for treasure. One thing that is a little strange about this game and the original is that instead of building and crafting ammo and weapons and stuff, you buy it from these little stores, you know? Which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I kind of wish that instead of gathering money and buying the stuff, you gathered like some kind of crafting materials, right? Here we go. You just bought some, you fix some crafting materials, and then you crafted the stuff in like a crafting station or something. Like, it would, gameplay-wise, it would be the same. It's just thematically it would be different. That is very pretty. I also like how you can see the engine exhaust from here. That's, I'm sure that's very safe. Yeah, like in terms of like gameplay mechanics, I like how it works. I just wish thematically it was a little different.
No thanks to whoever sabotaged the fuck out of these engines.
You bought us time to figure it out. Autopilot's taking us into geostationary orbit.
Wait, you're flying us through the planet crack debris?
That's what the asteroid defense system is for.
But the ADS is offline. I've got the system readouts here.
Hammond, the Ishimura's in rough shape. A couple of bad strikes could finish her off.
Shit. Daniels, Give me all the data you have. I'll try to adjust course. Isaac, you disable the tram lockdown from engineering. I'll open up the bridge station. Meet me there. We need to work on this together.
I wonder if we actually get to meet him. We haven't been together with our teammates, like, at all. Since this entire thing started. Since the very start of the game. One game, I know I keep mentioning this game every chance I get, but it's because I think it's a really cool game and I think people should play it. One game that I think gets like the theming for making new stuff really right is Prey. Where you gather up a bunch of scrap and you put it in like a recycler and it gives you a bunch of materials. Oh? Oh, crap. I was trying to listen to Nicole, you interrupted me. Well, that's the first we've heard from her. That wasn't a recorded message or anything like that. Yeah, what I was saying was that I think Prey is really good about like the crafting system. Because you just gather up a bunch of scraps, you put it in a recycler, it recycles it into like a bunch of little cubes and spheres of different materials, and then you put those in like a crafter thing, and it makes you what you want. And there are like a couple of different ones. There's like 4 different categories. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Let's see, do we have anything to sell? Cool, we have all the ammo. And we can sell this thing. And I do have some med packs, so that's fine. I do have some... Like, the thing is, I don't have a lot of ammo for the 2 basic weapons, so I'm just gonna have to make do with the Ripper and the Flamethrower a little bit more. I do have lots of saw blades, so that should be fine. Because I want to buy some upgrade stuff, right? So let's see, I can afford 1 node, or I can afford... more plasma cutter upgrade, more pulse rifle upgrade. We already have 1 for the plasma cutter, yes? So let's try to get 1 for the pulse rifle. Yeah, I think so. Let's do it. Your credits go further. So... do we want another stasis pack? Do we want more ammo? Maybe like a little bit of ammo is not a bad thing. What do you guys think? I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. I think I can just save my money. And afford more upgrades instead. Nice. Okay, so where are we headed now? Forward to the left. I gotta see, do I have any other... I don't have a way to the mining deck. Right. So this is like our this has been like our side mission the entire time. It's just to find Nicole. Nicole wanted help from Dr. Kyne to find the connection between the outbreak and the marker. She thought Kyne was somewhere in the mining deck. Yes, that's the last we heard in one of her previous messages. Yes. I'm getting some achievements here. All systems go. Chapter 4. Obliteration imminent. Cheerful.
Station now accessible. Thank you for your patience.
How do we make a tram that looks as hostile as possible? They really designed everything here to look as like hostile as possible. Okay, so we are heading to The bridge.
Bridge.
Yes, that is what I just said. Why am I here? You were chosen. I mean, a lot of people working here were like unitology people, so it makes sense that they would have some chosen idea. Because this tram ride is actually taking a little longer. Rip Ishimura. Rest in pieces.
Now arriving at the bridge.
Like, I have like a hypothetical question. Obviously, in this fictional universe, this is a pretty shitty place to work, right? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna save that for later.
I'm looking at the ADS cannons. They're a mess. I'm gonna need your help. I am not losing the Ishimura. Not now.
The Ishimura, Hammond, or the marker?
That artifact they found?
Don't bullshit us. CEC knew all along about the marker, didn't they? Isn't that why you're really here? Corporate wouldn't send the Ishimura for some off-the-books mining. But alien technology, yeah, that fits.
Then how does losing my team fit into this theory?
Hey, knock this shit off. We're into the debris field. We get the ADS back together, or it's over.
Then meet me at the captain's nest. Daniels?
Fine. But I'm going through the ship reports, Hammond. I'm getting some answers.
I'm kind of glad Isaac is allowed to talk in this version, just so he's allowed to tell them to shut up and stop arguing. Yeah, but what I was about to ask is that, like, obviously this is a really shitty place to work. I have mango ice cream and you don't. That is accurate, I don't. I do have, like, some... No, never mind, that was peach. I had, like, some... I don't even know what the English word for that is. Kvari? But that was not mango flavored, it was peach flavored. No more Link Clark, exactly. He just goes, hup, hup, here, and he spins a lot. Yeah, but I keep getting sidetracked when I'm trying to talk, but like, obviously this is a really shitty place to live, right? The working conditions are terrible. The company is like run by an evil cult, basically. It's awful, right? But assuming that this was like a good workplace in terms of pay and in terms of like worker safety and stuff, would you guys like to work in a place like this? Like, assuming everything didn't go to hell, assuming you didn't find any crazy alien technology that turned everyone into meat zombies, like, just assuming you just had to come here for like 6 months and work in a place like this, would you want to do it? Or would you like go insane from not seeing like grass and the outside? I don't know how I'd feel. Like, this would be a pretty, like I said before, I think this would be a pretty cool workplace. A religion that doesn't hail to me is a dead religion. Okay, assuming you came here and the ship was run by a cult that worshipped you, would you like to work here? Yeah. Oh? Oh, okay. More tentacle? Oh! Why work if I have a lot of subjects? I mean, working as a cult leader, I mean, being a cult leader is hard work. You know? I know some real-life cults that had, like, leaders who were very evil, but they also worked very hard to stay so evil. Like, they could have sermons that lasted, like, 15 hours or something, you know? Just stand there and talk for 15 hours about your beliefs and stuff. Wait, we haven't picked up anything new. This is literally the same. I got a little more money. A ship full of people who worship you? Hell yeah, I want to feel loved. Yeah. That would be a neat feeling. But I feel like love... Oh, wow. That's just not great. There are some things on the ship that still work, which is impressive.
Containment and life support are holding. So far.
I think there's like a difference between love and worship, though. Tell them to work for me or get yeeted into the stratosphere and that's it. Yeah, but in order to keep control of people, you have to, like, actually work to control them, right? If you don't spend a lot of time trying to control them, you would have to, they would just, you know, go do something else, worship someone else. Workplace safety might be a problem. Yeah. In my hypothetical scenario, you would have to assume that stuff like this doesn't happen frequently. Okay, let's save. Wait, let's pick up... No, there was nothing. Sorry, I'm just gonna check something. I feel like the mouse sensitivity got weird. Again, worship me or yeet. Maybe you have to work like 15 hours a day to just yeet people. Yeet! I have thousands of missiles to attach people in them. That's an expensive way of yeeting people, though. Oh, we actually get to see him!
Sorry. Shit, you scared me.
No.
We actually get to meet him.
What's that?
The one that attacked me. I managed to trap him in here. His face. I'm not seeing things, right? That's Chen.
I genuinely cannot tell.
You're right. I should... The hell with it.
Escape pod 47 launched.
I worked with him for years. Johnston, too. At least she was spared becoming a monster.
Yeah. She just broke her ankle and then she blew up.
For them.
Yeah. Come on. The ADS cannons. I can hold this position for a while, if no more asteroids come through the roof.
Another human being? Oh, yeah. It's like, it's so rare. And I think, if I remember correctly, from the original version of the game, you actually could not... you didn't meet any people. You just saw them like behind glass and stuff after the beginning of the game.
Power from there. I'd need to rewire the junction boxes, but we get the ADS cannons back.
Good. Isaac, about what Daniel said. I don't know about any illegal mining or the marker. I swear, I'm just here for a repair mission.
Look, Hammond, I don't know you or Daniels well enough to judge, but CEC had to know about the marker.
The company, maybe. But shit like that's above my pay grade. Look, we can get into it later. You'll need a way down to those junction boxes.
My company, maybe.
You'll have full access. I found a CEC executive key card. I'll upgrade your clearance.
And you upgraded yours already?
Yeah, just in case. And Isaac? I heard something up there. Something big. Watch your back.
I do like this dynamic between the characters. I like that Isaac gets to be like more proactive and actually talk about like how to fix the ship, which makes sense because he's the one who would know that stuff, you know. To Captain Matthias from Dr. Kine, Benjamin. Further to our recent conversation, I'm putting it in writing that we should delay bringing the marker up from the planet for a day or two. You know how eager I am to study the marker, and I understand your sense of urgency given the events in the colony, but that's exactly my reasoning. What's happening down there is just too unprecedented to act incautiously.
Deactivate the elevators from security.
Yeah, I know. I'm just reading. Chill. We just need time to study the causes and effects. After consulting with Dr. Mercer, I'd like to meet with Drs. Schiarello and Welland planetside. Their observations on a particular patient may be invaluable to understanding what we're dealing with here. Terence Kine. Authorized by Captain Matthias. This rig code permits the recipient, Warren Eckhart, executive access aboard the USG Ishimura until such time as it is revoked by Captain Matthias.
I'll be piloting a cloud of shrapnel.
Please secure your rig and do not allow others access to restricted areas. Separate codes must be obtained for any staff members. Altman be praised. I think Altman is like their cult leader. Something like that. Okay, so where are we headed? Back and up to the elevator. Can you prep on the way? Those astronauts aren't waiting. Yeah, let's prep on the way. I could actually read on the way. You can keep the text messages up while you're just walking around. That works. I probably don't need to save this frequently because the game auto-saves, and it's pretty generous with the auto-saves most of the time. Except for when it's auto-saves right before a cutscene. But I'm so used to playing... I've been playing through Resident Evil 4 on Professional recently. And the game... That difficulty level does not have any... Oh! Oh! Oh, hi! Oh, hello. Yeah, I can see why it's a little hazardous. Oh, I did not give a shit. Oh, that isn't even doing anything.
Isaac, I can see it on the monitor. There's a gap in its armor. Shoot it in the back.
Cutting. Ah, die already! Oh no, it's not. Okay, I thought it was dead. Holy fuck, I'm out of med packs. No, I'm not. Okay, good. Oh no. Okay, this should do it. There we go. Nice. Oh. Yeah. What I was about to say is that on professional difficulty, Resident Evil 4 does not have any autosave, so whenever there is a save station, I save. Or a typewriter, I guess. So it's the same here. Just like, okay, let's just save. It's got most of them are naked? Most of what are naked? I must have missed something here. What is naked? Can I get in these? Security clearance? Yeah, we have level 2 now. Nice.
Clearance confirmed.
I play basically all games on easy mode and I still save every... Wait, did you write a German double S? Did you... Did you write it a German double S? 1 S minutes? I'm not sure if you meant to say 10 minutes or 18 minutes, or... But it looks like you wrote like a 1 minutes. Oh. White?
The marker must be delivered to the church, whatever the cost.
God's sakes, Ben, listen to yourself. The Ishimura's in crisis, you've cut us off. By Maritime Law Article 5469, I, Dr. Terrence Kyne, hereby declare Captain Benjamin Mathias unfit for duty. Heretic! Hold him! Ben, you're not yourself. Let me help you.
Traitors, get your hands off me! This is my ship!
Oh my God, you... Ben. You saw I was trying to help him. Doctor, you just killed the captain. We have to take you in. I can't. If the others from the church get a hold of me. Stop!
Oh, okay. So he was trying to sedate the captain and stabbed him straight to the head. Oh. I meant 10? Okay, I see. Okay, we have 3 nodes now. We can get some more HP, which seems like it would be useful. And I think I'm also going to get some more stasis duration, because that's really neat. And that's like the only one you can upgrade like that, I think. Sounds like it can give you a headache. Yeah, a very brief but very painful headache. Okay, let's see. What we doing? Maybe... Pulse rifle. What can we get with that? Reload time is not cool. Pulse rifle's doing fine. Maybe upgrade the Ripper. It's like a little lackluster right now. Yeah. I'm not really focusing on any one single weapon. I'm upgrading all of them, like, kind of. But I think that might be better if we keep swapping between them so much. Like, I think both in this version of the game and in the original, the game only gives you ammo for the weapons you have. So you could play it with only, like, the plasma cutter, like I talked about before.
Atrium elevators are now online.
But I prefer to swap some weapons. Feels more fun. There we go. Okay, I need another sip of water. So I don't get a headache. Is the stream looking okay, by the way? I know I keep asking that. It's just I'm worried that it's lagging, because it looks like it's lagging a little bit on my end, but I also know that it doesn't have to mean anything, because sometimes it just looks like that. That looks like evil wingdings again. Looks fine to me. Good, good. I always appreciate, like, I know it can be annoying if I keep asking, like, oh, is the stream fine? Oh, is the stream fine? But I always appreciate when people tell me if it's fine or not. Welcome to Mining Administration. Look at these cool people in their suits. Oh, wow. Storage room? Wait, where are we headed? We're just headed through here. Let's come back for the storage when we have an oxygen refill.
Isaac, I'm reading electrical hazards on the floor ahead of you.
60-year-old deck plating doesn't play well with power surges.
Watch your step.
Oh, these guys are like tank gear. I remember. It's so cool how, like, the physics of their bodies like interact with the saw blades. It's really cool. Nah, don't worry, I feel that, yeah. I appreciate it. Now it's lagging a little bit, but I think that's just my shitty internet. Like I said, the game is running pretty poorly on my computer. I have pretty much everything set to low, and it still runs pretty poorly. Like, this game is really well made in some regards, but it's not well optimized. So it might just be that my computer is struggling to run the game and the stream at the same time. I'm getting some frame drops in the game as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be on your end. I'm hearing something. Oh, evil baby time. Tentacle baby, in the dead space. Oh, it fried itself. I think one of my main reasons for, I guess, not wanting to work at a place like this, even if it was like a good workplace in you know, in terms of pay and safety and stuff, is that you would always be at work, right? Even if you're going home, like, I guess you have a cabin to sleep in and, you know, maybe some recreational rooms, you'd still be at work. I've seen an event, I don't know where they come from. When a mommy and a tentacle monster love each other very much.
Just got an update. Power diverted from Mining Administration Network. That's one. Still need more power. A couple more systems should do it.
Stop! Oh, it's still doing things. But where are we heading for more power? I feel like we could just grab the power from the floor here. Should be enough to power an entire city. Oh, hello. Oh, you're fast. There we go. Okay, we can head through here. Records office? Hey, you. Oh! It's a new weapon. Contact beam. We can replace the pulse rifle for a while because I don't have any ammo for that anyway. Let's try this out for a while. Heavy duty energy projector. Primary fire. Hold asteroid cutter. I don't know. I'm not even sure this weapon was in the original. And if it was, I don't think I used it much because I don't remember it at all. Contact energy. That's a good. That's like a cool sci-fi theme name for your ammo. Contact energy. Okay. I also love how all the little like body parts and stuff keep flying off when you open the airlock. It's a really cool detail. I know I say, oh, that's a cool detail all the time, but it's true. The game is really well made in some ways. Oh, and of course now I found the pulse rifle ammo. Now that I swapped out of it. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. So far, the vacuum sections have not been very challenging. I remember from the original, there were some parts that were really difficult, where you had to run through vacuum for a longer section. You were like running out of air and stuff, and here... The one that was dangerous was the one in the centrifuge. The hell was that? I thought that was just a monster sound at first, but it sounded like something else. Wonder how many saves I've made. All of them. What is the deal with the lighting here? I'm guessing everything is like power down and in like low power mode, but otherwise this is not a great work environment. Rake room. Limited space, no congregating. What does congregating sound like?
What's that?
Oh!
A recording? Huh. Must be the marker they took up.
So it is the same. That marker. That's the symbol of the Church of Unitology.
Didn't take you for a believer, Isaac.
My mother was.
Oh.
They found this on some alien planet. What does that mean?
That Unitology's onto something?
Unitology's full of shit. Forget it.
Yeah, Isaac is not really a believer, seemingly. United we ascend. Is Unitology a new hope or just another scam? By Carrie van Otken. If you've been living on Mars for the past 200 years, you might have missed the fastest growing religious movement in history. Unitology boasts a following of millions, counts powerful CEOs and officials in its ranks, claims $78 billion of stock in multi-global companies, and owns two of Earth's largest financial institutions, GPSG Financial and Unitas Energy Investments. From its beginnings as a cult of personality, Unitology has become a respected, established religion. Most people know the basics. 200 years ago, Michael Altman. Right, okay, so that was not their cult leader, it was like an older figure. A respected geophysicist blew the whistle on what he claimed to be the biggest cover-up ever instituted by Earth government. The discovery of an artifact or marker, which proved beyond any doubt that there is alien life in the universe. Government labeled Altman a cook, but his claims struck a chord with some, and his mysterious death soon afterwards fueled the interest along with civil unrest and demands for action. Unitologists believe the marker contained a code, the key to eternal life, through rebirth and ascension to heaven. The kicker is you have to die first. They say the government is hiding the marker somewhere, keeping its secrets for themselves. Across all of human space, Unitologists praise Altman's martyrdom and await the day God comes to take them to their new life beyond death. It all seems pretty harmless, but like any cult, there's a dark side. Unitologists are ranked in the church. Nobody ever talks about it, but most of its critics believe there are at least 3 ranks above the average believer or initiate. With each new rank, more of the church's inner workings and research is revealed to a follower. And these ranks are achieved by one simple criteria: giving money and power to the church. Think taking all your money is bad? The church also requires their members to donate their bodies after death. Why? What did they do with them? Nobody will say, and attempts to infiltrate the inner circle have failed. With their emphasis on transformations and rebirth, maybe we wouldn't like the answer even if they told us. One rumor that also refuses to die says that the church is funding a secret shipbuilding program. Some claim to have seen the fleet. No documentary evidence has ever been supplied, but the claimant all say that these mausoleum ships, despite their huge size, continued on page 94. What does this remind us of? What real-life organization does this remind us of? I also like how it said no congregation on the outside, and here's a little prayer circle. Looks like it was drawn in blood or something. Maybe they just have a lot of red paint on board for some reason. Comms access hole. Can I? Oh, I can. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Just have to make sure you stay dead after death. Can I? I think, yeah, I can do this. There we go. That was neat. I like when the game isn't holding my hand, you know?
Level 3 security clearance required.
Ooh, pulse rifle upgrade. I have 2 of those now. I think. Let's see. Maybe I have 2 of the same. Pulse rifle upgrade, PCSI custom magazine, and the first one was a... I think I bought one, but maybe that's already been integrated into the bench because I opened the bench afterwards. Probably.
Level 3 3 security clearance required.
I do kind of appreciate that this game is like... It has some actual mention of like actual problems that people who join cults face. Like, there was this one recording or this one text file of Nicole trying to sort of help someone who wanted to leave the cult, and how there would be pushback and like danger and stuff like that. So I do like that the game actually, it's actually part of the story. Oh! Get fried. Can I stasis these? No. Can't stasis the power. Oh! Oh, enjoy. Get grilled? I still haven't tried the contact beam. I keep forgetting that I have it. Okay, it's time. It's time to try it. Come at me. Okay. That was interesting. Contact energy is apparently tan in color. It seems to be pretty powerful. You don't have to aim as much, like the... You just sort of aim center mass with this one, it feels like. Giving us a stasis refill. But, like I said, you can't really use the stasis on the power stuff. Oh, no! Yeah, you are getting the contact beam treatment, buddy. I'm not sure if this is doing anything. Ow! Okay, let's see if I can lure it over some power stuff. Get it grilled a little bit. Ow! Please finish grilling. Please finish grilling. Ah! Why isn't it stop? Okay, I got stasis. I got stasis. Need to use it. Get fucked! Okay, I'm out. Oh, God. Out of ammo, out of life. Holy crap. Oh. Oh, my lord. I was trying to lead it back over the electrified floor plate, but it didn't. The floor plate just kept buzzing. It didn't stop. I should just use the stasis more. I had a full stasis. I should just use that more. See how long they keep frying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't feel like stop grilling. Don't stop the grilling. Okay, I'm gonna save the contact beam for the really big guy. We're gonna do Ripper Blade. Whoops, it's not what I meant to do. Okay, wait. Shit, that's bad. Come on! Get sawed! If you time it right, you can shoot off the... if you time it right, you can shoot off the blade right before it breaks. I think that's like the optimal way to use this weapon. See what happened to the babies. They got themselves grilled. Harness the power of 400 babies! Okay, here we come. Right? So now... Oh, that was way better. Okay, that was great. Oh, more. Did I see that wrong? It felt like someone was reaching for me from behind. Was it just the parts of this one? Yeah, okay, it was just the arms flopping up. Okay. Oh, that scared me. I know, oh. Oh, I thought those was lightning at first, but it's like... flopping around. Cable flopping. Okay, here we go. ADS cannons.
From electrical systems to ADS cannons.
Nice.
Okay, I'm seeing a power reroute from the electrical system.
Just watch the outlets. The grid's unstable.
That's 2. One more system and we'll have power for the ADS.
Fix a thing to fix a thing. What I was about to say is that I know a lot of people really like working from home. And I completely understand that. Like, especially for people who have like a long commute to work, right? It's a big upgrade to be able to work from home. So I think it's like awesome if people can do that if they want. For me personally, I actually don't really like working from home so much. Just because I like having a clear separation between free time and work time. You know? So I want to be at work, and then I want to go home and just leave work behind me. And that's kind of what I was saying before, is that being here, like working on a place like this, would mean you were always at work. For months and months and months you'll be at work. That would just feel so... Like, to me, that would be just kind of depressing after a while, I think. I mean, I guess that's the obvious opposite problem. It's like, it's not that you're working from home, it's that you're living at work. But sometimes those are the same, you know?
They're a fucking horror show. These things mold any dead tissue into a new form. One kind infects corpses, and the rest...
Make more corpses to infect.
That organic shit on the walls, that's dead tissue too. The crew thought it was a habitat changer. Isaac, I'm gonna run some diagnostics. I think that stuff's spreading.
That's something we're gonna have to deal with later, isn't it? Yeah, but like if you're working from home and you have a lot of work, like you're working too much, then what that can mean at the end of the day is that you're like living at work. I feel like. But that is like more a function of, that's not like an argument that people should be forced to work at work if they don't want to. I'm just saying that for me, that is what it would feel like. Yeah, nah, same. Oh. Do not exceed max load. 2,500 kilos. I don't know how much Isaac weighs, but I can imagine it's not 2,500 kilos. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! Hello, hello, hello! Bye! Okay, so where are we at now? I'm gonna save. I also know some people... I haven't been in this situation myself, luckily, but I know some people who have like a 1 hour and 45-minute commute to work. So they spend like 3 or 4 hours just going to and from work every day. And for those people, being able to work from home would be like a massive upgrade. Elevator? Here? To water purification and external hull. Do we have to go and transfer power from water purification? Is that it? Science provides bounty. I haven't eaten a bounty in a while. Is that like an international thing, or is it just a Swedish thing? We have a candy called a bounty, which is like a cocoa, not a chocolate candy thing. Oh? Do you not feel whole right now? So far you haven't gotten whole, you just got like a bunch of holes in you. That's all that's happened so far. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, and it wasn't reloaded. Boren! Can I be allowed to go outside, please? Wait, am I trapped in here? I'm sorry, what's happening? I am... I think I'm stuck. I can't interact with the door. Do I have to get rid of the body? Is that it? But... I'm gonna cut it up as much as I can, I guess. Maybe it's like blocking the door somehow. But like... I think this is bugged. I think this is actually bugged. I can't press the key. Or the button. The switch. The panel. The thing. The fucking elevator button. I can't press it. Okay, I think I have to load a save. Yeah. Let's load a save. That was only 3 minutes ago, so it's fine. But that was weird. Funnily enough, that's a bug that sometimes happened in the original game as well, is that not that the doors didn't open, but the doors opened and you couldn't walk through them for some reason. Okay, so it's here. It's fine. I know where to go now. Everything is gonna be alright, everything is gonna be okay. Let's see, everything is reloaded. This one. Can use the Ripper for a bit, still got lots of saw blades. Oh, nice, stasis. I feel like I'm doing... I had a period of time there when I was almost running out of ammo, but since then I've had so much ammo. Okay, I'm gonna follow you now. See where you... Oh, he just disappeared. He just up and left. Okay, let's not run into the elevator this time. No, get off me, get off me, get off me. Get off! 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 Fuck you. I gotta say, I love the sound design of the flamethrower. Holy crap.
Elizabeth, it's Jacob.
Oh, that was him!
I came to the bridge looking for you, but it is completely fucked. I'm not sticking around in case whatever did it comes back, and neither should you. It looks like the admin staff went to the mining deck to meet up with the other survivors. I'll head there too. If you aren't with them, I'll find a way to contact you. I promise.
Yeah, he did not have a good day. I wonder if it was his, like, if he was the I don't know, I guess hallucination we saw? Okay.
Power transferred from water purification to ADS cannons.
Wonder if the elevator powered
We
down.
got it. The ADS cannons are back online. Wait, auto-targeting offline. Calibration data not found. Fuck. No auto-targeting.
Everything is always going wrong.
What about manual targeting?
You want to go out there with all that shit raining down and target the ADS cannons manually?
If I give the cannons enough targeting data, it'll recalibrate the system. You got a better idea?
Christ. I'll open exterior access. I hope you know what you're doing.
He knows what he's doing. He's the repairman. He's got this. Hello there, llama. Hey there, how dead is the space? It's very dead. I'm making it even more dead. How are you doing? I got so much stuff. I got so much stuff. Look at this. My inventory is almost full. Like, I have no ammo problems. Okay, so in the original version of the game, you had to just go up and sit in the cannon and shoot down the asteroids, right? And I heard they changed it for this version because it was not a popular like part of the game. So here you have to go out and manually target the cannons, which seems like cooler. Doing just fine. Just checked in for a bit before going to bed. Been playing D&D for a few hours. Fun, nice. You playing it like in person or online with people? I'm so like, everything is full. My entire inventory is full. I'm gonna reload the pulse rifle. Equip. We can put that on this one now since we're out of energy for the plasma cutter. Online at the moment with my GF, her brother, and my brother over Discord. Cool. I've never played D&D, and I would like to try at some point, but I'm also kind of scared too. I'm not very good at like improvising, role playing. But I guess it's something you learn. It seems really fun though.
What's the plan?
I'll sync a few of the ADS cannons to one of my tools. I target an asteroid, the cannons take it out, and I recalibrate the system.
We're out of options. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Security request retrieved.
God! Someone stop him!
This is Second Officer Sheik. I need security here right now. No one's coming. White, for Christ's sake, step away from the controls. We need our first officer. Captain Matthias is dead. The captain's dead? Vincent's security team is dead? Who's left? Step away from the airlock. That's an order. Who's left, Sheik? A crew full of uni fanatics? Eckhart screwed us good, didn't he? If a CEC director could go that bad, maybe the whole company's rotten to the core. Just like Aegis 7. You think CEC won't send a rescue team for their precious planet cracker? Think twice. We just need to hold on. Yes. You probably should. What? Goddamn fool! Seal it! Do the airlock now!
Oh, he blew them out into space. Oh. Yeah, I can understand you would lose hope in a situation like this, but you don't have to actively make it worse. Me neither. I try, but mostly I just stand there. Okay, I see. My brother's really good at role-playing, though. I mean, some people really are good at it. Hi, T-Slug. Welcome. It's going pretty well. I'm probably not going to be streaming for much longer, but it's going pretty well. I got a bunch of new weapons, and I got lots of ammo, and now I'm going outside to shoot some asteroids. Have you seen the animated Dead Space movies? I have not. I have seen like a clip or something like that from like one of them. I've heard from people that they're like pretty good. Oh, okay, here we go. Asteroids have done something bad. They are destroying the ship.
Syncing targeting system.
Okay, let's refill oxygen. Holy shit, holy shit. Destroy asteroids to calibrate. Oh, wow! God! How do I do this? It's not firing. It's not firing.
Warning.
Nothing's happening. Okay, there we go.
Calibration complete. Cannon auto-targeting online.
Nice. Okay, let's refill the oxygen. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Shit. I want to use medpack. There we go. And then oxygen, please. Please. Thank you. Is that a bad thing? I mean, is there anything on this ship we think is positive to humanity? Isaac Clarke needs to be saved so we can go on to repair more things.
Syncing targeting system.
Strike, please. There we go.
Calibration complete.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next one.
Targeting online.
Oxygen, please. Is he the sole survivor now? No, Daniels and Hammond are still alive. Ow! Baby! Evil space baby.
Warning. Hull integrity approaching critical.
It's impressive how many asteroids the ship can take. Yeah, it's like for being so old and worn down and like a terrible place to work, it's very durable. That's kind of a thing that's... Oh, who's shooting at me? It's the baby!
ADS recalibrated. Auto-targeting systems enabled.
They're back. The ADS cannons are online ship-wide. Thank God. Engaging autopilot.
How the game goes? It's going pretty well.
I think I figured out our next move.
I got lots of ammo. Still someone shooting at me. Oh, that's an evil baby. There we go. Thank you. I needed that med pack. Okay, I'm just gonna refill oxygen and I'm gonna head inside. How? Yeah, the game is going pretty well. I got lots of ammo and stuff. This part was kind of hard, but I did it on first try, so it's going pretty well. Like when I started the stream, I had like some really difficult fights, but now I am so stocked up on ammo that it's been going pretty well. I think they should focus on shooting the asteroids so they can keep living. Yeah, living in quotation marks. Yeah, I mean, we're saving like 3 people that we know of, and then we're saving 3 people that we know of, and a bunch of evil flesh zombies. Cool armor. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. It's like the visual design, like the artistic design in this game, art direction is really good. I think I'm gonna play one more save station and then I'm gonna stop
Isaac,
for the night.
I just intercepted a transmission for medical.
Oh?
Down there?
See what you make of this.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is a sanctuary. All survivors, please join us.
Nicole, I'm going back to medical.
Makes sense.
I'll head to the crew deck and look for survivors from the bridge. I'll be in touch.
That does not sound real.
Wonder if he knows something we don't.
That does not sound real. Like, that did not sound like her. Isaac, think. That did not sound like her, did it? Medical is a sanction. That sounded like a fake transmission. It really sounded made up. Yeah. May I ask why you can't play more? I've been playing for a while. And it's getting kind of late. So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna keep the ADS cannons online. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! No! It's evil heads! Burn! Burn! Well, some people have been sleeping for a while, so your argument is super invalid now. Fire, yeah. Burn it with fire. Is the flamethrower? I remember the flamethrower being kind of a lackluster weapon in the original, but here it's actually working pretty well. But I don't know. I haven't played the original game since like 2009 or something, so I do not remember. Wait, I can reload the Ripper. I'm still hearing these whispers and stuff. I'm not a fan. Okay, so we're heading back to medical. I don't remember this part from the original either, so this is kind of interesting. Ah! Oh, hi there! Oh! Fuck you and your spitting shit. Get cut. Ah! Get off! Stop! Ow! Just die. No more spinning. Oh, I'm out of health. I'm not going to be spinning very... I'm not going to be spinning very far. I have no more health. I'm doing fine on armor, but health is it's an issue. No. Keep your distance. There we go. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a very, very small med pack. That's a very small med pack. It's like one little bar on this thing. Okay, I said I would play to the next save station, but I think I'm gonna make it back to medical just to see what's going on there. So I'm gonna play for a little bit longer. I haven't been in here, in these lockers, I think. Or maybe these actually just refill when you get back here. I think I'm going to swap some weapons out. I am not too fond of... Like, the Ripper isn't... Well, I don't have any ammo for the plasma cutter, so it's kind of a moot point. Never mind. I thought I would swap the Ripper out, but... let's just keep it for now. I also want to see these photoshopping evil and grateful flesh zombies. Exactly. It is weird because I remember like a bunch more stuff happened in medical in the original, but I don't remember that you went back to medical, you know? Here, I'm just gonna swap these so they are on the keys I'm familiar with. So let's put the contact beam on 1. There we go. Nice. I would love to find a bench though, or in a store. Wasn't there one? Okay, there's one here. Let's head back and upgrade some stuff before we go to medical. Or maybe, wait, there was... No, there wasn't one like in the beginning of medical. It was like a while in. So let's head back. I'm carrying so much stuff, I need to like sell some stuff off. And I think you can put some stuff in storage also. Store? Suit level 3, intermediate engineer rig. Supersymmetric tether for the contact beam. That's like an upgrade. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can sell. We can sell these bronze semiconductor. And the gold semiconductor. Gold is, however, not a semiconductor. It's actually a full conductor. But I guess you can make a semiconductor out of it. Should I sell this? How much would I get for this? Doesn't even say. Maybe I can't sell it. Okay. So shop. Keep the plasma cutter. I'm definitely gonna keep the plasma cutter. Make what? How do I make it? I don't know what you mean. Is it not the most important item in the whole game? It is. The thing you did sell? Oh no, I was just talking about like in general. The gold is like as a metal, it is very good at conducting electricity. It's not a semiconductor, it's like a conductor. But I guess maybe you could make an electrical component that was like a semiconductor if you had gold, like in theory. Not just that you could do it, but like in theory people could do it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Should we save up for the better suit? That seems like the best thing to do. I mean, in the game... Oh! Yeah, in the game you can't make that. It's just like... Wait, this is the wrong way. No, it's not the wrong way, because I wanted to get to the bench. The bench is here. Pulse rifle upgrade graph extended. New special abilities now accessible. Nice. So what is that then? Where's the special ability? It's up here. Greatly increases rate of fire. Maybe that's something we should be working towards. Or maybe it isn't, actually, because, like... Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4... Let's not do that right now. I kind of don't need, like, million rounds of capacity for this thing. Contact beam. It's okay. The flamethrower is okay. The Ripper is kind of meh. So maybe we should work a little to make it better. Capacity. Reload time. That's whatever. The damage, however, is what I really want. So this one, this one. Maybe we just go suit. Upgrade. I mean, I do have a lot of HP now, so I think I'm doing good on suit upgrades. I think I'm gonna... Okay, let's do the special thing, just because it's cool. Let's go for the pulse rifle special thing. Towards it, I mean. Okay, I need one more. Swung, 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 swung. Can we get into these ones now? No, that was level 3. Ah, it's like it's like old Resident Evil 4 rules that you get. Oh, hi. You're here again? Oh no, not you! Oh my god. Oh, get off me, you evil polyp-looking motherfucker! Burn, burn, burn. Yeah, I think the pulse rifle gets refilled with ammo when you upgrade the capacity. But I'm not sure. I didn't keep track of how much ammo I had, but it felt like I had more now after the capacity upgrade. Drama corridor, yep. It's twice in a row now.
Clearance confirmed.
I don't think I've been in here, by the way. This is good that I headed back here. Ooh. This is a lovely room. Well lit and everything. And lots of stuff. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, now we're gonna save. I feel your standards for lovely room has been lowered a bit during this gameplay. Yeah, slightly. Ever so slightly. Just a little bit. Okay, let's head to medical. It's in the middle of the ship. Well, it has ammo and no knife arm people. I mean, that's all you really need, right? All you need is no knife arms. Do 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 do.
What? You said the chemical lab? I can barely hear you.
This feels really weird. This was not here last time. These lanterns were not here last time. It didn't look like this. I was here like half an hour ago.
Daniels, the door to medical just locked behind me. Hello?
Another survivor. At last. You'll be safe here. I'm a doctor.
Is Nicole Brennan with you?
You're not here for sanctuary, then? Well, Dr. Brennan's currently engaged. Shall I send you to her?
How about you unlock these doors and I'll find her myself?
Are you that selfish? You might let something in. Or out.
Shit.
So, you've decided to be difficult. Take a seat. I'll deal with you momentarily.
Okay, there's one door unlocked. Oh! Burn, baby, burn! What does a meme... Do you like to meme, streamer? What does that even mean? Stasis recharge, yes please. Oh?
Kindly avoid disturbing my other patients.
What is this?
Research, of course. I'm so close to finding that missing factor. A unitologist would understand.
What is going on? Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Can you stop growing arms, please? What is shooting at me? What the hell? Okay, hold up a second. A lot of things are happening at once here. My phone just died. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try to turn my webcam on. That might make the game like run like terribly. So I'm gonna see if this works. Give me a second. Sorry about that. It kind of sucks when you get technical issues right at a like intense moment. Okay. Let me see if this works. Okay. So the reason I don't use the webcam is because it can like be kind of a performance hog. So I'm gonna see if this works now. Maybe the game runs like terribly right now. Just gonna let it give it a few moments. Oh, okay. Maybe. Oh, okay. Okay. This is like... It feels like it's running a lot worse. Oh god, it's like spitting out a lot of enemies that are like... They're like proto-babies. What? Okay, is the stream still running okay? Does it still look okay? It looked more laggy now? Yeah. I think this might be a good time to end the stream. I said I would get to medical and see what was there. I'm sorry we had like some technical issues right here at the end, but I need to charge my phone before I can stream this again. So it might be a good time to end the stream. I'm just gonna go save. Right, was super fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. The stream is working fine. I still think this is a pretty good time to end it right now. I said I would end it when I got to medical. So this might be a good time to do it. It's saved. Oh, yeah, good night. Good night, Icarus. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you had fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. It's really neat. Like I enjoy it a lot. I wish it ran better on my computer. That's like the biggest issue. I wish it was like wasn't so poorly optimized. And I do know that my computer is not the best, but I still feel like comparing this game to like the RE4 remake, the RE4 remake runs a lot better and looks about like the same level of graphical quality, so I had fun too. Good. I'm glad. When are you back? I don't know exactly when I'm going to be streaming. I might be streaming on... I'm going to put some music on. I'm probably going to be streaming sometime during the... I was about to say. Lost my train of thought. Might be streaming sometime during the weekend. Probably not tomorrow, but it might be on Sunday. That would be my guess for when the next stream is going to be. I don't have a set schedule. I just stream when I feel like it, but I'm guessing Sunday. So that's going to be fun. And I'm going to continue playing some Tunic. We'll get back to more Dead Space probably the beginning of next week. Yeah. Right. This was a fun stream. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the technical issues. Way I asked, no, why not tomorrow? Probably won't feel like it tomorrow. Think I'm gonna have other stuff to do on Friday evening. But maybe, if I feel like it, I'll stream. But in order to not make it like feel like a chore, I'm trying not to like stream. I try to stream when I feel like it and not like too much, you know? So I don't stream every day. I stream like 2 or 3 times a week. And that's kind of like about it. Yeah. Let me see if there's anyone we can raid. See, we can raid Comfy is... I don't know what he's playing right now. It's probably like a visual novel. I think he's been playing it for a while. I want a Dead Space remake. This is literally the Red Dead Space remake. That's literally the game I was just playing. That's... It's been out for a couple of months now. It's been out since like February. Or January maybe. I mean raid. Yeah. If you want to watch games from a specific like category, you can always just go look them up yourself. So I'm gonna go raid. We're gonna raid Comfy. Let's do that. He's playing like a visual novel together with a friend of his. So. Can't you raid someone who played Dead Space Remake? No, I can't. So, not gonna do that. Alright, let's do this. Go be nice to Comfy, and thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great evening. May I ask why not? Because I don't feel like it. And that's just how it is. Alright, thank you so much, guys, and good night.